Maxie, what can I get you?
I'm actually going to wait for Matt to order.
Okay. Any news on Robin?
No, not yet. But thank you for asking. That's actually why I'm meeting Matt here to eat. I'm not very good at sitting around waiting for the phone to ring. And he's actually a pleasant distraction. If I let myself think about it too long, I just get scared. I mean, I honestly don't know what I would do if something happened to Robin. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to think about it. She's going to be fine.
That's the spirit. So, Matt, huh? I mean, it's not that it's any of my business, but I was kind of rooting for Spinelli.
Time can be cruel. It changes things.
Yeah, and is Spinelli doing okay? Is her all right?
Oh, well, as you can imagine, he's having a really hard time getting over me.
Of course, of course. So, how about some iced tea while you wait?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Spinelli. I was just telling Mike how some things never change. I mean, how many times did I warn you about hacking while walking?
Maxie. I didn't notice you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was distracted by the confirmation of something I've long suspected.
Please tell me this doesn't have anything to do with Franco.
What? No. Ariel Blaine.
Who?
Ariel Blaine, super spy?
That didn't help me. I'm still lost.
It's only the most bodacious game ever created next to Saga of Stone Cold, of course. And as it turns out, the inspiration for Ariel is none other than Stone Cold's ex-wife, the divine Brenda Barrett. And now that I've met her, it's most apparent why. She is, without a doubt, the most captivating woman on the planet.
Oh, big killer.
Thanks, pal.
Take care.
You know, the Jackal was uncharacteristically at a loss for words. I mean, her presence, her charisma, it was so much more powerful in person than anything that could ever be captured in a photograph. She is the epitome of womanliness in all its glory.
For Pete's sake, Spinelli, you only met Brenda for like 5 minutes. I think you're confusing her with this Ariel cartoon or whatever.
Ariel's not a cartoon. She's a character based on the divine. And for reasons that are now obvious to me, not only is she beyond lovely, but she is fearless.
How would you know that?
Because the Jackal's been briefed on recent events. Even though the former Mrs. Stone Cold was in grave jeopardy, she did not wish to retreat. Stone Cold had to work hard to convince her, and even Stone Cold does not intimidate her.
I think I'm gonna throw up. There you are! I was beginning to think that you were gonna forget about me.
Impossible.
Dr. Hunter, do you game?
Video or tables?
Well, I was curious if you'd ever played Ariel Blaine Super Spy.
Sure, yeah, it took me a week to get past level 6, but I didn't mind because those graphics are awesome.
Did you know that Brenda Barrett is the model, no pun intended, for Ariel?
No, I did not know that.
Well, it is true, and fortune has smiled upon the Jackal because that same Miss Barrett is now sharing my abode, to which I must return to post-haste to further bask in her loveliness.
Awesome. See you, Ryan. You okay?
Yeah, I'm perfect. I just have far more pressing concerns than the awesomeness of Brenda Barrett, who I'm really starting to dislike, by the way. There's still no word on Robin. I think Mac is working a different angle, but he won't tell me anything. He just keeps saying, stay out of it, Maxie.
That was not a very worthy effort.
Excuse me?
You're usually much better at the old dodge than that, but sure, you're worried about Robin, but you're also worried about your own self-interest, too.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Your non-husband has the hots for some other woman, and it's making you crazy. I called you out. You know it. Spinelli has found another love goddess in the form of Brenda Barrett, and you can't stand it.
Brenda has only been in town for 5 minutes.
Doesn't matter. Her reach is far. She's immortalized in Spinelli's favorite video game, and she's plastered all over the internet, smiling from the covers of magazines and red carpets everywhere. And that smile, it's so personal, it makes you feel like you really know her. So, as a man, to meet her would be a truly heart-stopping experience, but then Spinelli and his limited experience...
Are you deliberately trying to torture me?
Maybe a little.
You're cruel and inhuman.
I'm frustrated. You have the attention span of a gnat. Look, I'm here right now with you, not fawning over another woman. Be hung up on me.
I can't help it. I am always going to be territorial of Spinelli, even if we're not together. I love him.
Yeah, I didn't know why I bothered.
Then don't. My friend Sam just walked in and she's sympathetic towards me. Besides, she's going through a lot right now, so maybe we should meet up later.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, you don't hold a grudge. Look, if you hear from Patrick or Robin, can you call me?
Promise. So I see you decided to wear one of the dresses after all. You look great.
Yeah, well, Jason probably didn't even notice. No, and it gave me the much-needed confidence to actually meet his ex.
You met Brenda?
Yeah, just now.
How did it go? Was it horrible?
Just the opposite, actually. She couldn't have been kinder or nicer, and if I wasn't so busy making a complete idiot out of myself, I probably actually would have liked her. Okay, it's not like Brenda said or did anything to make me feel uncomfortable. Like I said, she couldn't have been nicer, but still, it's like I walked in the middle of a movie where I didn't know the characters, and it was really hard to follow the conversation. It was like Jason and Brenda have this really weird chemistry.
Was it romantic?
I don't think so. I mean, they weren't very nice to each other, and there was a lot of insults being thrown around. It's just, there's something under it I can't quite figure out.
It sounds unsettling.
Yeah, it is. Did you know Brenda when she used to live in Port Charles?
Well, I was really little, so I didn't, know her. But Brenda and Robin were pretty close, so I was around her a lot. I can't say I have a real take on Brenda, but I am happy to hate her if you want me to. I'm halfway there myself.
Wait, why?
Spinelli. He has a huge crush on her. According to him, God made Brenda magnificent, and then he just got bored.
Okay, well, just don't hate her on my account, because quite frankly, I don't think she deserves it, because Brenda is actually genuinely nice.
That's probably just an act.
No, I really don't think so. She went out of her way to put me at ease. It's not her fault that I am totally stuck on stupid. You know what? I don't think this has anything to do with Brenda and Jason and how they interact with each other. It's how I've been reacting. I have made Brenda's presence push buttons I didn't even think existed in me anymore. Maxie, it has flipped me out and made me insecure. You know what? I'm gonna do something about it. Thank you. We need to talk.
If the Jackal just might interrupt really briefly, perhaps first Samantha's still riding a wave of anger off of her encounter with Brenda, and maybe because Brenda was set
Okay,
to
see,
marry
that's not helping. Can you just give us a minute, please? Spinelli.
Yes, I can do that. I can absolutely do that.
I don't compete with other women. It's not really in my nature. I mean, you wouldn't tell it by the way that I'm dressed right now. I look kind of ridiculous, don't I? It's just that, Jason, what am I supposed to do? There's really no rule book on what to do right now. Brenda's here. I get it. She's got to be here, but I just think there's probably only one solution. I think we should break up.